Hey everybody, Nick here. I hope you're all having an excellent day. I just wanted to take a minute to talk about something that I understand and don't understand at the same time. The ritual for paying a bill at a restaurant. I think most of us have been there. You're at a restaurant with your friends and it's time to pay the bill. One of you immediately offers to pay the bill, but then you're like, no, I want to pay the bill. Then someone else tries to insist that they pay the bill. And you have this back and forth thing for several minutes until finally someone pays the bill. And even though you offered to pay, in the back of your mind, you never wanted to pay for the bill. You wanted the other person to pay for the bill. Because let's be honest, who likes paying the bill at a restaurant? I think anytime anyone has to pay a whole bill at a restaurant, they have like an internal Mr. Krabs moment and like, oh no, there goes me money. Now, I understand why you offer to pay a bill, because if you don't, you look like a leech siphoning off your friend's money in order to get free food, and that's just not okay. What I don't understand is who thought that this long back and forth ritual was a good idea to decide who pays for a bill. Now, based on what I've observed, this tends to be an accepted practice when a bunch of neurotypical people get together for a meal at a restaurant. But at least from my personal perspective, trying to do that, it just doesn't make sense. At least from like my experience and presumably other autistic people, it just doesn't make any sense to do that. Because the way I see it, offering to pay for another adult's food at a restaurant when they're capable of paying typically just doesn't make much sense to me unless it's like their birthday or they lost their job or some other circumstance, in which case it makes sense for you to pay. But in general day-to-day stuff, being expected to offer to pay for someone else's food just doesn't make sense. That's like being expected to pay for someone else's Wi-Fi or water bill. I mean, you don't use those resources, so why should you pay for them? It just doesn't make any sense. Now, here's what my autistic friends and I do whenever we go out to eat. Whenever we go to a restaurant, we always, without fail, buy our food separately. We only pay for what we eat. This way, we never have to worry about who pays the bill. We never have to have a culturally appropriate argument about it. Because it makes no sense for you to want to only eat $20 worth of food, but then offer to pay $60 worth of food. It's just so because of that, we're able to enjoy the meal without that lingering thought in the back of our heads. Oh, wait, is it my turn to pay? I can't remember. So, neurotypical people, I encourage you to try this. Just in general, just try to pay for your own food separately, and I guarantee your restaurant experiences will be less stressful and more enjoyable.